dead kid inside. Late teens, early 20s at most. Looks like a drug deal gone bad. Harris found powder everywhere. The photo team's nearly done. Then we're on our way. Got a call this morning. Girlfriend, really concerned. Thought he overdosed, couldn't get a hold of him. We found this. Well, guess she was right.
Cocaine, and from looking at his hair under a microscope, it wasn't a new addiction. Dates back about 2 years from what I can tell. His wounds are consistent with death from strangulation, and this wound also plays a factor.
The lab told us the blood from the crime scene was A positive. Chance it's his?
Not at all. He's O negative. Looks like he fought back, and with his teeth, I'd expect. We got some human tissue in the teeth and no bites on the body, which leads me to believe that he bit his attacker.
Hey look, profile's back. Looks like we're looking for unorganized killer.
Left a hell of a mess, body's intact. Other than the stab wound, no obvious signs of wanting to chop him up. Crime was at night too. Think we're looking for a repeat?
I don't think so, but I mean, Perp's pretty messed up, right? Like, why stab him? Strangulation killed him. Either he wasn't thinking straight or he really thought that was needed.
Hey look, I just got a message from George. They found the drug dealer that was the last called. Convicted on possession of marijuana, released on bail 2 years ago. They brought him in for questioning. You want to go?
Yeah. Miss Clark, thank you for coming in today. I'm Detective Blair. This is Detective Taylor. Mind if we ask you a couple questions today?
Yeah, okay.
Would you mind telling us a little more about your boyfriend, Mr. Crow?
Ex-boyfriend, okay. And he was addicted to crack cocaine, not to me, again.
So you knew he was on drugs.
Oh,
was that all he took?
Well, painkillers and alcohol. But mainly crack.
So when did you end things with Mr. Crow?
Last week.
And why was that?
The drugs.
And did you ever threaten his life?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
All right.
Have you seen him in the past 48 hours?
No, but after we ended things, he's been calling me every day.
And why is that?
Well, just high on something and saying that he's going to overdose.
Oh, he threatened to overdose.
Yeah.
And when he didn't call, you figured something was wrong.
So then I called him.
Did you know any of Braden's friends?
No, he didn't really have any friends. Except for Todd.
Todd who?
Stabler.
The drug dealer.
Yeah.
Alright, may we see your arms, please? Alright, Miss Clark. Would you be willing to submit a blood sample and take a polygraph test?
Sure.
Okay, thank you, Miss Clark. We'll be in touch. Mr. Stadler, thank you for...
Didn't kill him. Can I go?
Afraid not. We need to ask you a couple questions. Where were you last night?
Home?
Can anyone verify that?
No.
And how did you know Mr. Crow?
He was a friend way back when I used to deal. Did my time. Long time ago. Done now.
So you're not selling anymore?
No.
And how long ago did you spend time in jail?
You have my records. Look at them yourself.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Crow alive?
Well, last time I dealt to him, and I did my time for that, so you can't, no proof of anything more.
And how did you know Mr. Crow's girlfriend?
I didn't know he had a girlfriend.
It's odd because she identified you.
Well, she probably saw it on his phone.
And speaking of his phone, why were you the last number called?
Well, I don't know. I didn't want to talk to him.
May we see your wrists, please?
No! You don't have a warrant?
Right. Well, thank you. And would you mind volunteering for a polygraph and a blood test?
Sure, why not? I have nothing to hide.
Okay, we'll be in contact with you.
Girlfriend had no visible bite marks, but it doesn't seem to matter. Blood's the wrong type. But she passed the polygraph test. See? Lies bigger than the relevant questions. I guess that means we have to think of somebody else.
Really? She was so nervous. How can you pass a test if you're nervous?
Well, I mean, we know she was lying on questions 1, 3, 5, and 9. But all the bumps are smaller than the questions on 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8, which were the ones we needed answers to.
What about the family? Mother, sister, and father? How did those interviews go?
Well, the mother was fine. Nothing really happened with her. The dad was, of course, distraught. It was his big baby. And the sister didn't really seem to care, but she seems, I don't know, out of it. She hasn't been with her family since she left for college.
So that leaves the drug dealer.
Definitely leaves the drug dealer. But he passed the polygraph, too.
No lies and no drugs then? How about the blood? And the hair?
Well, the blood could be his. He's O negative, but that happens to be the most common type. Doesn't really prove much. The hair's the right color, but, I mean, so is half the family.
What about his handwriting? Or a bite mark?
Well, the note was likely written by a girl. It's not his writing. And, I mean, there's lipstick on it, so possibly the girlfriend. We're gonna look into that more. The chromatography papers, it looks like, showed the pen that matches the note came from the girlfriend's house.
The note looked more like a breakup note than a death threat.
Yeah, for sure, and it was definitely written by a girl.
What about the powder?
Looks like it matches what we found at Stadler's house. Cocaine. Guess he isn't as clean as we thought he was. Also means he cheated the polygraph. The results are in, but they're inconclusive without the warrant.
Most evidence points to the drug dealer, but the girlfriend has the motive.
And I know they both have the same hair color, so that doesn't help. But the girlfriend's blood can be ruled out. So we need that warrant. We have to get it. We have to see the bite mark and we have to match them. We need that warrant.
Then let's go get it.
Hello?
Excuse me, sir, we have a warrant to search the premises.
You can come in. I didn't kill him.
We have a warrant to search the premises and your person. May we see your wrist, please?
The other one as well?
All the way. And it
Positive match to Braden Crow.
In coordination with this and other evidence, including your fingerprints at the scene, blood splatter and blood typing, and a positive drug test, you are under arrest for the murder of Braden Crow. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
But this wound does play a factor.
The lab told us the blood from the crime scene was A.
Hello? 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 Go!